Okay, so, am I doing this first, is that,
Yep.
okay.
EDA.
I'll call the EDA to order.
Jeff Halverson would like to purchase lot 6, block 4. The original price is based on the square footage before the 4 feet was transferred over to Tom McCabe. And just so that you guys, understand that, he had built way too close to the line, and so, they deeded 4 feet to him. The original price was based on the square footage. That should actually be $30,000 for that lot instead of, I think, is that 32? With 40% off the original price, the purchase price would be $18,000 if the council or the EDA would approve the $30,000 price adjustment for the lot. A home will be constructed as soon as possible. EDA will need to discuss, make a motion to change the original price, make a motion to accept the offer, and make a motion to do a public hearing on May 23rd at 6 o'clock for sale of the
So you
lot.
need 3 different motions?
Well, first you need to discuss if you're willing to, do a change on the original price based on the 4 feet that was transferred to get the price, to where it's supposed to be. And so the lot then would come to $30,000, the original price.
Well, I would make a motion to change the price to 30,000.
I'll second.
Motion and a second, any other discussion? Any other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried.
Then I would make a motion to accept the offer for 18,000,
Yep,
correct?
which would be 40% off, because they will be constructing a home, within this year.
Which meets the rule set of what we've done every time previously.
Okay, is that your motion?
I second that.
I got a motion and a second, any other discussion? Any other discussion?
Thing I would mention is, since, I don't know if it happened when we sold the 4 feet to Tom and, Joanne, but I think there was a side yard utility easement before, and I don't know if that got moved with the paperwork.
And so I called Golden Mink in regards to a few different things, and they did some research, and there was no, survey done after the 4 feet was deeded, and so the pins aren't moved either. But
Right.
you were saying the 4 feet utility, what's?
It's actually I think there was a 5-foot utility easement on both sides of the property.
On both sides of that line?
Of the old existing line,
Okay.
it should be moved to the new
Okay.
line, so if we have to figure that out, I don't know if it just has to be recorded or if it has to be
What's the utility easement for?
cable and electrical if they need to get into side yard. Maybe they don't, I don't know, but I think it legally has to be vacated if it's not. Otherwise, there's still an easement on the original line,
Okay, I'll look
even
into.
at, so yeah,
Okay,
that would
so
be the only thing I'd bring out.
with that, accepting the offer or whatever, I may have to call Golden Mink in to actually establish the pins. And with that, look into the easement and make sure that everything is legit.
We can vacate the easement like he's suggesting. And
Yeah, I don't know if it would have to necessarily be reestablished, but I think the old one should either be vacated or it should at least be noted that that line is moved past
Well,
the
I
We can
gotta-
take a
legal
look, figure out
I
either
gotta
way.
find that easement.
Yeah, if it exists.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have accepted the offer, now I just need to make a motion to call
We
a
have a
public
motion
hearing.
and a second already
Yes.
on it, and that
For the
was
offer?
discussion.
Yes.
Yep,
Yep, okay.
No.
So, and no more discussion, we're,
Voting on the offer?
yep, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now make a motion to call public hearing 23rd.
So moved.
I'll second.
I got a motion and a second, any other discussion? Any other discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. That's the Riverview Heights lots, next is bid opening for Main Street redevelopment.
you know, I'm gonna pass this down.
Right, and
Pass
it's
it.
bronze.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, there was 3 bids that were received on Friday. The first bid would be Doug and Caleb Finsky, Lost Sanity Brewing. The second bid would be Matt Gunnarsson, and the third bid was Peach Construction. What you just received was a breakdown of all of the items that were requested in the bid, if they had a letter of interest, drawings, proposed land acquisition price, estimate project cost or estimated market value, proposed timeline, development experience, and then I had 2 appendix in there, appendix A and B, which had information, insurance, and the copies that were required. So, were they all downloaded onto all the iPads?
I do not know. Did you send them?
I
in
sent
that-
them to Michelle to download.
Yes,
It'd be in my mail, right?
yep.
So tonight, tonight we actually have Miss Nick here to talk to if you guys have questions. But really tonight, we would like to establish some meeting times to meet with each individual bidder to go over the scoring criteria. So, if the council would like to meet before the next council meeting,
Turn it back on.
So we have a public hearing at 6, what else do you have? Workshop at 6, next council meeting too, or what?
yeah, but,
We do this?
we can meet prior to 6 o'clock.
Did you have the original timeline for actual, I know this was the bid opening date, was there a bid acceptance or a bid? I know there was like was it a 2-week or was it a 1-month period of,
It was in a month, we were supposed to go through meetings this month, and then award would be probably at the beginning of June.
and then my other question was, for final sale, whether it's for $1 or for 60,000, that has to go to a public hearing as well?
Yep, because it's a sale of public property.
And you had a proposed date of the public hearing for the sale on, do you remember?
I don't.
I don't have a timeline.
I got the notes in here somewhere, but I can dig it out.
I think it was maybe the first meeting in June,
Yeah, thought so.
does that sound right?
Hang on, let me check.
So release of
We did not-
requests,
Sorry.
deadline was from last Friday. RFP proposal will be open and reviewed on tonight, Monday the 9th. Possible interviews or request for presentation would be May 2022. Public and neighborhood meetings would be May 2022. Recommendation to council EDA is June 2022, public hearing.
We didn't nail down dates, just
Okay.
about a month.
Yep,
Just so we are all aware of what the discussed timeline looked like.
so that is what we're looking at, is in May that we would do the interviews, and then, so can we shoot for something for next week?
I would think so. Next week, or are you talking about pre-meeting 2 weeks from today?
I would like to do a meeting with all the candidates next week, and then we're ready to go and discuss in front of everybody on the next council meeting.
Okay,
How are you envisioning this happening? Like all in one night, or 3 days?
I don't know, I don't think it's, maybe, I don't know, what are you envisioning for time frames?
Nick, will it take you more than an hour to present?
It'll take you more than 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Okay.
So
So then
maybe
we could
schedule a half-
probably get half an hour increments
Half an
of
hour
all
per?
the people.
As long as everybody's okay with a half hour per?
Well, and if their timeline works too, because when we talked about this, my original vision was that we would do this like on different nights or whatever.
Sure.
Not like pack them all into one night.
The only problem is we're gonna have to,
We only have 1 week if we're gonna do it for,
All right,
And
so
that's why I hadn't thought that through.
the other thing is it's a quorum if we're all here, so it has to be public. Am I right in thinking that?
Yep,
And advertised,
yep.
which takes,
So I can't have you do anything, I can do Wednesday next week, right? Wednesday? Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday,
I'd see if that works.
so
Wednesday.
you
work
want
good.
Wednesday? Wednesday, can we do it right away at 5, or do I need to go?
I would just verify it with everybody else, but yeah, I'd be fine at 5.
I'll make it work.
next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday at 5.
I will confer with my boss tomorrow because we're starting a major project on Monday next week. And I think by Wednesday we might be, what?
Or would 6 o'clock be better?
No, unfortunately, I have baseball practice at 6. And so does his son, so.
Okay.
So 5 o'clock would work better, if possible.
On Wednesday.
Yep, or 7:30.
Yeah, I'm more flexible this next week than I would be moving forward.
Cody, preference? No preference?
Well, 7:30, I know I can't screw that up, but 5 o'clock might be tight next week. Especially if it stays at 88 degrees.
Doesn't matter to me.
That means you're gonna have 3 presenters, so you're not gonna
Thursday and Friday
wanna
next week are wide open, so I'm good. I just.
keep them all crammed in an hour.
I didn't
Your
know
baseball
yet.
game's Thursday and Friday?
It's just an interview process
Yeah,
for the
it's
bids.
just for him.
I just figured that's why I said Wednesday, 'cause I know there's never anything going on Wednesday nights.
Alright, Wednesday we're gonna go, I'm gonna go with 7:30. And the reason I'm going with that is allows everybody appropriate time to address everything. They don't have to rush out of here. We can be comfortable. So Wednesday, 7:30 with Nick.
Hate to do that, but thank you.
And then Thursday,
I'm wide open Thursday and Friday, so I can.
Well, you're not gonna do them staggered, like you wanna do one a day or what?
well, I can ask them if they could come, Caleb and, well.
Yeah, do like 7:30, 8 and 8:30?
Okay.
You want me to bring you a Red Bull or?
Monster.
It'd be a little late today for you there?
That would be nice if we could do them, but I don't wanna kick people out, so I will shoot for 8 and 8:30 for the other 2 on Wednesday night.
Are those open to the public or closed?
Yes, that's why I'm saying I can't do it until Wednesday, and because I need to get public notice out or a notice out. Okay, that's what we got.
Nick, you got any questions, concerns? You sure?
Not at this time, I guess,
Not at this time.
you know, I don't know.
Does anybody else from the council have any questions for Nick at
Is
this
this,
time?
what you just handed us, is this public knowledge?
Right now, technically,
Yeah, like,
So could he have a copy of this, since he showed up?
yeah,
There you go.
thanks.
I just wanna make sure before I handed it over.
I mean, the meeting is public knowledge that we'll be going over everything that's actually listed here. I mean, that's the criteria in regards to what was asked in the bid. The bid's public knowledge. So,
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, cause I'm on a roll as far as violating council rules.
so,
Okay. So, anything else come before the EDA yet tonight? Do we have to make a motion to set those dates or for next week? We don't need to do that, right?
it's a special meeting.
So, we don't need to. Okay.
She just has to notice it.
Okay, so then if that's all before the EDA for tonight, I would entertain a, motion to adjourn the EDA.
So moved. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now I'm going to go back to the council meeting and clear the council chambers to go into closed session. Thanks, Jim. Hey,